We are living in a pretty crazy world, and every time you turn on the TV, you see things that make your stomach turn, whether it is perhaps bombs being placed in airplanes killing hundreds of people, whether it's children being sold into sexual slavery, whether it is people getting their heads cut off, whether it is the barbarism we're seeing in Syria, where the government of Syria is killing hundreds of thousands of its own people. That's what's going on around the world. And anyone who tells you that they have a magical answer to these problems is not telling you the truth. But let me just say this. In 2002, I listened very carefully to what George W. Bush and Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld and all these guys had to say about going into Iraq. I listened carefully because there is no vote that is more important for a member of Congress than the vote to send our young men and women into combat with the full knowledge, and that was certainly true in Vermont, that some of those folks were not going to come home. They would be killed. I listened very carefully, and I voted against the war in Iraq. We are the most powerful military in the world, and there are times when we will have to utilize that military. But what we should all understand, in my view, is that war is the last option, not the first option. And it bothers me very much to be on the floor of the Senate hearing many of my Republican colleagues talking about all of the wars they would like us to get into, in Iraq, in Syria, in Afghanistan, maybe Russia, maybe China, who knows, Iran, you know. They're just very excited about getting us into another war. But it will not be their children who will be fighting in that war. It'll be the kids of the working class fighting in that war and not coming home from those wars. So in my view, what we need to do, we need to form coalitions, and I think the president is trying. This is a very difficult issue. We need to form coalitions. We need to get the Muslim countries in that region to stand up and fight themselves, take on ISIS. We should be supportive. But the world cannot continue to believe that it is only the United States of America, our troops, and our taxpayers who are going to take on evil in this world. The rest of the world is going to have to participate as well.